And we are live from the Texan Lobby Studio at the Texan Theater in historical Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. Ctfm, coffee, tea, friendly, and me, brought to you each and every Wednesday by Hunt Regional Healthcare and Discount Wheel and Child. And yes, I am back, and our co-host, permanent co-host by the way, is none other than Barbara Herman, thank you.
Hey, thanks for being at my house. Thanks for doing this in my lobby. Come see us, come visit us, and order some coffee.
And join the coffee club.
Join the coffee club.
Yes. We have a great show for you today. You know what, today? It's the first Wednesday of the month.
Yes, so we're supposed to have Gail.
Huh?
But Gail couldn't make it today.
No, but Pud will be here.
Pud will be here later.
Yeah, Pud will be here.
But instead, we have
Teacher of the Year. We have the Teacher of the Year. We have a lot of good stuff. But right now, we want to do something that we do each and every week. I do it a lot. I have to. And that is, we just want to give thanks to God for having us in your house and having this facility and being in this community. So at this time, we'd like to ask our resident, I guess he is a resident writer, Mr. Boxcar Jim, if you'll do our invocation.
Well, thank you, Friendly. I sure appreciate that. You know, as I look out here and I look at all these veterans out here, I think about their selfless service they serve us.
Yes.
Eternal Father, strong to save, whose hand has ruled the restless wave, we thank you for all the first responder military. We thank you for being able to live right here in North Texas and bless this land, and God bless Texas. Amen.
Amen. All right. Woo! With that said, we're coming back. Well, I do want to, again, tell you, you got to come join the coffee club. We'll talk about that later. But y'all come back. The coffee and tea is on Tiffany this morning. Yeah. So come on back.
When you've got a real emergency on your hands, you need a full-service ER team on your side. And only Hunt Regional Healthcare offers complete care for emergencies. We've got emergency medicine certified physicians, trauma certified nurses, specialty surgeons, respiratory therapists, and an on-site full-service lab and imaging to help you get back to living your best life. Hunt Regional Medical Center, the right choice for complete care.
Carol Hoops and Trey Warren at C&R Floors invite you to their new location for the same quality products, service, and installation they have provided for over 20 years. C&R Floors, 2706 Highway 69 South in Greenville.
Are you tired of those big chain tire dealers giving you the runaround? Are you not getting the customer service you deserve? If not, call me and I will wrench the competition. Come see us at Discount Wheel and Tire at 4609 Wesley in Greenville. Discount Wheel and Tire, and we will get you all that you deserve.
And we are live at the Texan Theater Lobby Studio at the downtown Texan Theater in Greenville, Texas. You know, Ctfm, Barbara, is a show that evidently not only all over the world, but a lot of people in Greenville are sitting watching this morning.
Oh, yeah?
And it just makes me so happy.
We should have it on there. We should see how many 2s, 20s, 500s.
Yeah, right.
We should have it on our TV.
Right. So, and this show brings
20,000. We got 28,000 in town. Maybe everybody's watching us.
Everybody's watching. And the reason that they are because of guests. Our first guest is one that I've known for a long time.
Okay.
Many years. And she is a part of family. She's family. And not only that, but she is the Elementary Teacher of the Year, Romina, I say it all the time, Romina Wallace. Thank you. I know you're busy. School started.
Yes.
And you
It's already started?
Yeah, today.
Today?
Is the first
Today?
With the
for
students,
the teachers. Yes.
For the teachers.
Yes.
And
for
so
the
you have 2 weeks to get your room all set up and ready. And
well, actually, it's 2 weeks, but we have trainings in between. So
they interrupt you. It's like, I want to do this, but no, you got to come to a meeting.
So
Yes,
you are teacher of the year, elementary teacher of the year.
Yes.
It's bilingual. Teacher,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
So can you go into a little bit of how you became the teacher of the year and bilingual? What prompted you to say, okay, this is what I want to do?
Okay, well, my language, my primary language is Spanish. I come from Lima, Peru, and I met my husband there, and that's why I'm here. I went to school in Lima, Peru, but unfortunately, because of economic reasons, I couldn't finish my career there. So I have to, when I came over here, I decided after my first child goes to school, I'm going to go back to school. So I was already working for Greenville ISD. I've been working for that district for 24 years.
Wow.
So, 24 years.
Yes. And I started as a teacher's assistant while I was going to school. So when I graduated, my first position was first grade, bilingual. And in 2011, I became teacher of the year for the first time. But this year is a little bit more excited because not only that I was teacher of the year for my campus, which is Carver Elementary, but also I was elected teacher of the year for the entire district.
Oh, wow,
That is
so exciting.
I know. When I found out about it, it's like, wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So the kids that come to you, are they from houses that are primarily Spanish?
Yes.
Are there any?
There's different programs. The one that I teach, all the students are Spanish speaking.
Right.
But there's other program where half of the kids are English speakers and Spanish speakers. Mine are primary Spanish, and we teach 1 week English, 1 week Spanish.
Wow.
That's our curriculum right now.
So and it's second grade, so did they go to bilingual first grade also?
Oh, yes. Yes, they start from pre-K at
Okay.
LP Waters. They start in the program, and they go all the way to 5th grade. When they get to 6th grade, there's no program anymore. But our goal is to get them already speaking.
They should be English
Yeah,
by the time.
by the time,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So, how many bilingual teachers are there in the district? Do you have any idea? Or
There's 2 campuses that we have bilingual teachers. Bowie is one of them.
Oh, okay.
They have the dual program, the one that I was explaining.
That's where you went to school.
Half of
That's
the
right.
students are English and half are Spanish speakers. And Carver, which we all have just Spanish speakers. So there's right now in kindergarten there's 2 bilingual teachers. In first grade there's 3.
Wow.
In second grade there's 3. Third grade there's I believe 2. And it goes down because the kids are by that time they're already speaking more English. So we don't have that much need on the higher grades, but we still go all the way to 5th grade with bilingual program.
Nice.
I have a question. Do you find that the students in second grade, right, are their parents influenced by them on the English speaking part of it? Because I know a lot of parents don't speak English. Do these children go home and help their parents become?
They do, and I also teach adults in
That was
in
my, I was going to say, Dan, you teach
Yes.
the adults.
So
Yes,
do
and
you
it's
teach during school hours or an after school?
after school program. Yeah, it's from 5 to 7.
Right.
And mainly my students are my parents and the parents of other, bilingual students. And it's I like it. I mean, I go home. By the time I get home, it's like
Right, it'd be
8
late.
Yeah, no, it's late, but I'm excited and I like it, and I continue doing it because I see how much progress they make and the interest. And I also see it on my kids because the parents are helping, the kids when they start learning the English, my kids get more help at home too.
I like that. She continues to say, "My kids."
Right.
And
Take possession.
Yeah, right. And what that is, that's a passion. That's passion right there. And I've known you for many years, and I had no idea that you were so educated in language and whatever. So, because I met her husband, Mike, and I were kind of in business together.
Yes.
We did a lot of things back years, I don't know, 20 odd years ago. But I'm so excited that the district has chosen you, because you have done a lot of things in the community for other people that people don't even know about, you know. And so it's an honor to have you on our show, to let you tell the community who you are, and that's wonderful.
Did we miss anything that
Thank you for the opportunity. Well, I work for the community a lot too. I was in the at the civic committee for Keep Greenville Beautiful many years ago. Before I started working for the school, I couldn't stay home. I'm a very social person, so I had to get out of the house. So I started helping, you know, people in the community, Spanish speakers, you know, translating for them, taking them to different places, because I mean, I just couldn't understand how they are here and they couldn't communicate. So I was kind of like the liaison, you know, for them. So, and that's I continue doing that part too with the community.
I ask quite often about volunteers, but you have children there. So does LP Waters or Carver or any of the schools take volunteers that are not parents?
Oh yes, yes ma'am. You just have to fill an application because they have to do a background, you know, for security reasons. But yeah, anybody can come and read with the kids and help in any way that you can. Yes. Okay. We need a lot of help.
Well, I ask them all the time because people say there's nothing to do in town, there's nothing this, and I'm like, almost every person that is our guest takes volunteers.
Yes. They do.
I mean, they will let people come work for free. They're passionate to supply their passion.
Yeah, supply their passion. Right. So you know, and when we first started the conversation, you mentioned that Peru.
Yes.
And so now I put that together with a post on Facebook of you and Mike at
Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah. You were at what? The
Nazca Lines in Machu Picchu.
Micah says, love you, Mom. I'm so proud of you.
All right. No, but I didn't know you were from Peru. I was always thinking that you were somewhere else. You know, so.
No, I'm from Peru. Yeah, I met my husband there while he was working for an oil company, Mobil Oil, and so that's how I ended up in Greenville.
Right,
because he grew up here.
Right, and her husband, Mike Wallace, is the traffic director. Is it?
No, he's the routing coordinator.
Right, routing coordinator
for Greenville ISD.
ISD.
Yes.
And then Micah is still, she's not.
Yeah, she's still working for the school district too.
Right.
Yes.
And she's a new proud grandmother.
Oh, yes.
Odie. Yeah, Odie. So, well, I'm excited that the year has started, and it started off so positive for you. Not that every year has been negative, but she's always had the first day I ever met this woman, the smile is still there. It never has gone away. And cook, oh my God, don't even go there. This woman can cook, babe. I don't tell you so. But is there anything that you would like to maybe tell your students that may be watching this morning, or those parents, or?
Just that I'm ready for them, and I will do like I always do, anything for them so they can get back to school and feel safe and loved, and they can go to the next year ready to go on.
That's what it's all about, because she's conditioning them for the future in their life, so to speak. So, well, thank you.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Taking time to come in.
It was nice meeting you too.
And chat with us. And I would say good luck, but you know, she's got all the luck. But anytime that you feel you want to come back here and let our audience know of something that is going on with you and the students, please, you know how to get in touch with Sparky, and we would love to have you back.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You bet. All right. We are going to, do we have a commercial, right?
We do have a commercial.
We're going to come, here's what I want to say. You say it, we all say it. Please shop local, and please do business with the people that do business with us.
Yes.
Okay? All right, we're coming back. Remember, coffee tea is on Tiffany. Y'all come back. Ctfm.
Every truck and SUV is on sale at Platinum Chevrolet.
New 2021 Silverados start at only $37,999, or choose from new 2021 Trailblazers and buy for under $20,000.
Don't miss Truck Month at Platinum Chevrolet.
Need a part for the right price? Look for that red and blue sign. Henley Auto Supply at 1510 Stonewall. Over 800,000 CarQuest parts to choose from. Domestic, European, and Asian parts. Henley Auto Supply at 903-455-1969. 455-1969. Henley Auto Supply has the right part to keep your vehicle running, and backed by the best hometown service. Henley Auto Supply. Great people, great products, great prices. Henley Auto Supply and CarQuest.
Hey, hey.
And we are live at the Texan Theater. What a morning so far.
It's exciting.
Teacher of the Elementary Teacher of the Year has been in this district for, what, 24 years, she said?
I think so.
Romina Wallace, thank you for what you do, that passion that shows completely, you might say.
Yeah.
And going forward to our next guest. Now, the United States Air Force is okay. It's okay. Army is me. I'm Army. Okay. But be as it may, I just want to let you folks know that our next guest is doing something that probably has been needed for quite some time, and that is this Civil Air Patrol. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you are?
I am the flight commander for the Greenville Majors Composite flight.
I couldn't say that, that's why I worded it.
It's a title this long.
It's a mouthful. But essentially, we are a CAP unit, and we just opened in Greenville on May 16th. And we now have 32 members. We have 12 cadets, 20 senior members. No one needs to have prior military experience to join as a senior. We will train you. We have 3 missions. We do disaster services. We respond to all kinds of missions. But we have the largest fleet of single-engine aircraft in the world.
Oh, wow.
And so we train...
Or in just Civil Air Patrol?
National.
Oh, national.
Yes. And so we fly missions, and we do ground missions, and we do search and rescue, and we have a lot of other things that we do in emergency services. But then we also do aerospace education. We work closely with the schools and with teachers. We have an Adopt a School program. We have a STEM kit program. And I can't emphasize enough what a value plus this is to teachers. They furnish curriculum, they furnish lesson plans, they give you access to STEM kits that are extremely expensive that most school districts couldn't afford to provide to all the students. Everything from rocketry to gliders to coding to robotics, and all of these materials are furnished free through the Air Force. And so we're real proud of our aerospace education program. And finally, cadet programs, which is the love of my life. It's a youth development program for 12 through 21 that allows young people to experience all different career fields. We have a cadet wings program that will allow them to get their single engine license before they get out of high school.
Oh my goodness.
How cool is that?
Wow, that is
They can
cool.
participate in glider flights, and if you've never been up in a glider,
Oh,
it's an amazing...
that's on my bucket list.
It
I
should
jumped
be.
out of the plane, but
Yeah.
I want to be in one of those gliders. Yeah, that's.
It is.
I did hot air balloon, which
It's
is
the-
still
Yeah,
fairly
yeah,
quiet.
right.
But
It's the
glider would be.
closest to heaven you will ever get. And we also have programs in communications. We have programs in search and rescue, as I mentioned before. They're trained to National Association of Search and Rescue standards. All of the training that cadets receive in our program has real life credentials that they can carry forward into their adult lives. And I'm really proud of that because we don't dummy down things for our cadets. And they are some of the most amazing young people you will ever meet.
So do they go to your website to, how do you join? How
how
do
do
you
you
find
join?
out?
Yeah.
If,
Yeah,
so
how
if they're watching this and they go,
Well,
okay, I want to, what's the
we're-
next step?
We're technically a flight. Sometime within the next 30 days, we anticipate becoming a squadron, and we will have a website that is the Greenville Majors Composite Squadron. But for right now, we chose not to create a website. They can go to gocivilairpatrol.com to get information, and it will link them to units in the area. We have a very strong unit in Rockwall. The Lakeshore unit, we have a very strong unit in Sulphur Springs, TX 450, and then now there's us.
Did there used to be one in Greenville?
I thought there
When I
was.
was in high school, which was
There was.
I remember some of my classmates were in Civil Air Patrol.
And I remember back in the 90s.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, right.
In the late 90s, we had a unit
Right.
here in Greenville.
Right, I remember.
And unfortunately, we lost a lot of the leadership from that unit, and they dechartered that unit. So
We had to
the
come
need
back.
has been here for a long time.
Right.
And I actually have a couple members from that original unit as members now.
Oh.
They
So do
wanted
they-
back in.
From what you were saying, it sounds like there's like an adult section and a kid section?
Correct.
So do the kids do the search and rescue and stuff too? Then they're learning things, but
Yes.
do they do missions too, or just?
Yes.
Cool. So they can go out and do
And I'm
funny,
real proud
scary.
of our record. We have about 217 credits this year for saving lives.
Wow.
When an
Wow.
aircraft goes down or there's a missing person, usually the National Operations Center is notified by local law enforcement or whoever is aware of it. And then they assign a CAP unit, and we have both air and ground assets. And cadets are a very vital part of that effort.
Do you work closely with the county, the
Yes.
sheriffs, and Terry
Yes, we
Jones
do.
and his organization, or his organization,
Yes.
his people? Right.
We consider ourselves part of it, the entire emergency services response for Hunt County and Greenville. And I work closely with those individuals. I am on the emergency planning committee with Hunt County. And that gives us a seat at the table so that if there are assets that we have in Civil Air Patrol that we can make available to local law enforcement, we're happy to do so. We do drug reduction flights, we do wildfire flights,
So y'all been busy lately.
we have been very busy lately, and we do aerial photography, and if there's ever flooding or an active shooter incident or whatever, we're able to get a plane up in the air very quickly so that local people have proper intel to do
To
their...
get up on quickly.
Our producer is wanting to say something.
Yes.
Do you guys teach flying?
Yet we do not teach flying. We have certificated flight instructors in Civil Air Patrol, and they work very closely with our cadets, and they have opportunities to attend Powered Flight Academy, which will get them through their solo. They return to their local unit, use a local CAP aircraft and a local CAP instructor, and get their license. And all of that is furnished through the Air Force.
And there's something coming up that we got to.
What paper?
Yeah.
We got a flyer.
Yeah, this weekend. This weekend.
Oh, this weekend?
Yes.
Yeah,
well,
it's this
I just
weekend.
wanted to put in a plug
Yes.
because I'm
y'all
very,
have it?
this
We
is
can put
near
on.
and dear to my heart, but the Tri-County Military and First Responders Resource Fair is this Saturday from 10 to 2 at Royce City High School. CAP will be there.
All right.
We will be recruiting people. Former military personnel are most welcome as members in Civil Air Patrol, but again, you don't have to be.
And I think there's an organization over there. Oh yeah, that's. I have to put the plug in.
Oh yes, you do. Yes.
So the Civil Air Patrol is such a challenging field, in my opinion.
Yes.
Because young people's mind, until they realize that this is important,
Yes.
it's hard to get that concentration going.
It's important that young people receive encouragement and affirmation in real life tasks.
Right.
And so we prepare them to perform those tasks. And we provide the leadership and the supervision for them to be able to participate.
Right.
And once they have done that, then you've got a volunteer for life.
Well, I know so often in school we're going, okay, when am I ever going to use calculus? When am I ever going to use this? And this gives them the opportunity.
It
A lot
does.
of what we do learn in school is totally applicable to life, even though we don't seem to think so at the time. And they can see it there.
Yes,
they'll see how to fly. They'll see wildfires. All the places that they can.
We like to think of ourselves as helping form citizens for the future. We save lives, but changing futures is really where we put all of our emphasis.
I like that, changing futures.
Yeah.
And I like to tell people that CAP is an acronym for caring about people.
Oh, nice.
We wouldn't do what we do if we didn't really care about the people in our community, our state, and our nation. And cadets grow up with that mentality. They get a peer group that supports that philosophy, and it creates wonderful citizens for the future.
Right. Well, I'm delighted and excited that we now have it back here in Greenville, and any time that you feel that there's an important message about this organization, you know, all you got to do is get a hold of Sparky, because the community needs what you're doing. The community needs reinforcement. The community needs it, because that's what our community is about.
Right.
It is. It truly is.
And it's adults and kids. All of them can go to you.
Yes.
And even if it's like me, who has no training in any of that,
we will train you. I have done things as an
train
adult.
Oh, boy.
Well, I like what you do already.
Well, thank you.
That was the best frappe I've ever tasted. I'm just kind of like, wow.
My staff is amazing in making the coffee club.
Yes.
Coffee Club.
Coffee Club.
Thank you again.
It's my pleasure.
Again, looking forward to having you come by. And I just want to say off camera, because somebody is sitting over here that's just, I just want her to say, how you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
And you're going to be there Saturday?
Yes, sir.
All righty, no problem. We're coming. You know what's next? Do you know what's next?
No.
Do y'all know what's next?
No.
Oh, you do? Oh, and
I hope
I'm
so.
not going to even tell anybody, because we're coming back to Ctfm here at the Texan Theater Lobby Studio. You should come back. Again, coffee and tea is on Tiffany.
Yep.
All right, y'all come back.
Company coming? Make sure they stay with us. At Best Western Plus, we'll treat them right. Like hot complimentary breakfast, spacious rooms, a glorious pool, fitness and business center, and best of all, a friendly staff. Our large, flexible meeting rooms are great for business and social get-togethers. Best Western Plus, just off of Interstate 30 near Cracker Barrel. Staying with us is always a plus. Best Western Plus in Greenville.
Hi, I'm Kathy with Long Branch Dental Center. Lumineers are porcelain glass shells that fit over the top of your teeth and give them a dynamite look. You can change the shape, the size, and the color. So call today to ask about Lumineers. Long Branch Dental Center, making North Texas more beautiful, one smile at a time.
And we are live at the Texan Theater in downtown Greenville, Texas. It is Ctfm, coffee, tea, friendly, and me and Sparky, Texan Theater. Y'all, you know what? It's been one of those mornings that we just had so much fun. And then it all comes down to one guest. One guest
everything.
that knows everything.
She is a.
I tried.
Okay, I just figured it out. People keep asking me, where do we go? And everybody keeps trying to. Okay, there's this website. There's this website. There's the Showtime website. There's the. But You collect them all.
I collect them all, exactly.
So we do have a space to find out what's going on.
Absolutely.
Because you've taken it as a passion to help everybody know.
And if you're not on her email list,
you
should be.
And it's very, let's just start by saying it's very, very easy to get it. Because it's a free newsletter that I do once a month. And the August issue, it's written, but I've got to put all the pictures and the links in, which usually takes about half a day to do all, because there's so much of that.
There's so much.
So it'll go out in the next day or so. But you can go to, there's two ways to do it. You can go to my website, which is housewarmersgreenville.com, and there is a place right there on the homepage to sign up to get the newsletter. Again, it's free to do that. You just need an email address. The other way you can do it is you can go to my Facebook page, which is Housewarmers of Greenville. And the very first post on that page, which stays there permanently, gives you what's called a text to sign up.
Okay.
And it'll tell you what to do, and you text a word to a certain number.
Right.
And then it will send back a thing that says, give us your email address, and you're automatically signed up.
Right.
It's really, really easy.
Good.
If it comes out today and I want to sign up tomorrow, do I get the one that came out today?
You don't.
Can I? Is there a way to find it?
Yes, because as soon as it comes out, I post it on as many different groups as I can on Facebook.
And
I post it on my Facebook page, both my personal Facebook page and on the Housewarmers of Greenville Facebook page.
It gets lost on
so
the
it's
personal,
always,
right?
I know, right. So it's always at the top of the Housewarmers of Greenville Facebook page, right under that sign up. So
and guys are really home audience.
Yeah, and I think I get about 7,000 people that read the newsletter through all the different Facebook places every month, and then it goes out to about 3,000 people every month on email.
Yeah, but people ask, but they really do. They ask, and I'm like, and I'd forgotten about the Housewarmers link, and I, having seen it, it keeps pulling.
And what I should do is get you a little piece of paper that tells them the number to text, and that way you can just say,
I can have
do this.
As Henry would say, moving on.
You list what's happening here.
Right.
You list things for the Friendly Live and things, my shows, but also the GMA shows, the things like everything you can find.
I spend hours trying to dig up what I can find. Things at the library, things at the Reese Davis Center. I'll even, if there's something interesting going on, for example, at the university, I'll include it. Lake Tawakoni State Park this month, and just to give a great example, they've got a night viewing party for the Perseid meteor shower.
Oh, how fun.
I know.
Oh, wow.
Because, out there you're going to be way out without a lot of city lights, and it ought to be a spectacular place to see it. Yeah. So that's in, I think it's the 13th, but we'll get to that in a second. Yeah. But I'm just saying, so I try really hard to find things in Greenville, but that maybe are a short drive, but things that people might not think about.
Right.
Because there's just so much out there. But I set out to do this, gosh, I guess it's been 10 years ago now.
10 years ago, yeah.
Because I got so tired of hearing people say, well, there's just nothing to do in Greenville.
Well,
I prove them wrong every single month.
And then, I don't know how to find it. So once they find out there's something, they usually, so often I hear, oh, and it's Friday. I wish I'd known about this Thursday thing before Thursday.
Right. Yes.
And I don't know if it's an excuse because I wouldn't have gone anyway.
Sure.
Maybe some of that.
But a lot of times it is hard to find.
That's right.
They said put it over they said put it over Wesley Street. Put one of those big signs. And I'm like,
just get on her email.
Just get on her. Get the
all right. And August is busy.
It is. And as we are getting into the start of school, there are some things that are winding down. There's a lot of other things that are winding up. And for example, Splash Kingdom, after let's see, the 14th of the month, which is basically 2 weekends, then they're going to go to weekends only.
Okay.
So, because once school starts, they don't really have the same things. And they'll be open then on weekends through Labor Day. And so, that's kind of coming up, and, one of those things that people, need to know about. There's several other things that are like that as well. A couple of things to just mention, United Way has a big community needs survey going on right now. They're trying to sort of ask anybody in the community what's going on, what do they feel the needs are. And so there is a link to that survey. They're trying to get, as many people as they can in the community to do that. So I've got a link to that. If, as fall starts, you've decided that you've indulged in the summer and it's time to get back to reality, the library has started a series that is every Monday evening in August called Healthy Living. It is free. It's at 6 p.m. And Mary Shockley from Texas AgriLife Extension Service is teaching it. And they're covering all kinds of topics from learning how to read labels to keeping food safe, meal planning, adding some activity to your daily life. Each week will be a different topic. And it's free, and
it's Walworth Harrison Library, Walworth Harrison, behind Super One.
Right.
On Stonewall.
On Stonewall Street.
But you can't see it from the road. You have a little sign that says, turn here.
Oh, yeah.
And then
But it's behind Super One.
It's behind Super One and behind the stores behind Super One.
Right. Yes. And of course, as you mentioned, I've got all your shows and everything listed that are coming up. This is something I'm really excited about. The City of Greenville Parks and Recreation Department has been having these pop-ups.
Yeah.
Well, the last one of this season is going to be on Thursday, August 11th. From 9 to 11 a.m. And the main reason I'm saying that is it's also kind of the grand unveiling of the new Austin Park.
Oh, yeah, the one at Austin School.
The one just right up here, a couple of blocks.
Right, on Wesley Street.
Right, that is built on the side of the old Austin Elementary School, as you mentioned, for those of us old-timers who would know what that is. But this one has some things I think that are really wonderful. It's got a handicapped accessible playground.
Oh, how fun.
A what?
A handicapped accessible playground.
So do they have the handicapped swing?
It's Sparky.
Well, no, because there's a swing.
I know, right?
That you can roll your wheelchair.
I haven't been up there to know about it, but I know that it's probably it's got.
Yeah, there's some really cool.
There's some really neat things that are there. It's also got 3 pickleball courts.
That's becoming very popular.
That is huge right now.
That's huge.
And it was in a Greenville native, Oliver Hale, who's a chef, just played pickleball in the Paralympic, or it's not Paralympic, it's the survivors of transplants. Olympics.
Wow.
Right.
He was playing pickleball this last week.
Wow. Well, like I say, so this is exciting. This is, I know they've got pickleball they offer at the Reese Davis Center.
Right.
But this is the first park, I think, that has pickleball in it.
Yeah, because I think they play indoors at the Reese Davis, and this will probably be
outdoor courts. Yes. But again, that's just very exciting that the city is putting some of these new things in.
Do you know if they have the equipment there, or do you have to bring, sort of like all the tennis courts, bring your own
I'm sure you're going to be bringing your own. You're going to bring your own rackets and balls.
Okay.
Because you would have to have someone there to maintain and to supervise that, and I don't see that happening at that park. But anyway, that's why
cool.
I think it's
how fun.
I know.
It's
and tomorrow. Now here, I don't know if you have it in,
you
but
look
tomorrow.
Confused tomorrow?
No, Thursday, 6 to 8.
PM?
There is one at Aerobic Lane.
Yes, at the park out there.
At the park out there.
Oak Creek Park.
Oak Creek.
Right. Is that a pop-up or a?
Yeah,
it's one of the little pop-ups.
That's one of the pop-ups.
Right. And I've got that in my newsletter, knew about that. But the main thing I wanted to mention
is
the fact that, and to talk about is this new park.
Yes.
That's very exciting. I like the stuff at the new park.
I do too. I think, the city, the Parks and Recreation Department is doing a terrific job, in my opinion, of really trying to enhance the quality of life and the recreation in this community. And if and I've got a whole section now in my newsletter that's not up in the main body where we talk, where I kind of list the events, that talks about the classes that they offer at the Reese Davis Center. They've got everything from art to they're starting, I think it's Taekwondo, they offer archery, they offer ballet, they offer line dancing.
Wow.
It's just absolutely amazing what all and art classes. They offer all of that there.
And better than maintaining a monkey that smokes.
Say that again.
Say what?
Lucky at the park.
I mean,
all of this is much better than having bears and monkeys in our city parks.
That's a reference for the really old timers like us. Yes.
Well, that's what we used to have at the park.
Yes, exactly.
We did have animals at the park, and it was really fun to go see them. But this is a lot better and serves a lot more people.
Yes, it does.
Moving right along.
Sorry.
It's great. It's fine. Let's see. Uptown Forum, of course, there's a lot of exciting changes that are going on there.
Yes.
With the new
Fiddle
restaurant
and
that's open.
Fiddle and Fork.
Fiddle and Fork is open.
Breakfast, lunch.
And then they've got the new laptop lounge.
The laptop lounge.
Which is,
awesome.
upstairs. And the other thing that's going on is on Saturday, August 13th, from 11 to 1, they're going to have Janice Diane there performing live music. And I know that Uptown Forum has been trying to have at least some performances in live music.
Right.
At least one Saturday a month.
Right.
And then other activities that they've got going on with the art gallery and all of that. So there's there's things going on, and now with Fiddle and Fork open, I think that's really going to add some more energy for everybody downtown.
And,
We've been seeing lots of people parked, so the parking lots are full.
Good.
Well,
yes.
and the merchants have been notified in Uptown Forum to don't park where you would normally park,
Right.
because now there's a business that people need to get to.
Exactly.
And I'm going to tell you what, every morning, every day at lunch, it's the same thing. I see people driving around and around.
Right.
And the one thing that I have to stress, and I'm going to say it again, behind Lee Street North, there's 110 parking spots.
Right.
Believe
and you're
me.
right in the middle of.
And they're right in the, yeah.
Because somebody has taken Walmart, its whole footprint, and put it over downtown. And our parking is not further from the doors than if you park even halfway out.
It's purely a
Walmart.
perception.
It's perception.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Purely a perception. All right. Talking about the Parks and Recreation Department, one of the other things they've got coming up, and this is the Parks and Recreation Department and this Greenville Police Department are going to have a back-to-school movie night on Saturday, August 13th, and it's going to be at 7:30 at J. Lou Park in Splash Pad.
Which is very close
which
to
is
the
very close to
Harrison.
the library. Exactly.
And still not very obvious from the street.
No, that's even less obvious from the street than the library. You are correct. 2 Lou Finney Boulevard, or Lou Finney Lane. They're going to have free hot dogs, chips, cookies and drinks, fun games, activities. They'll be there with the activity trailer and all of those kind of things. And then at 8:30, roughly darkish, whatever, they're going to show the movie Zootopia.
Oh, fun.
In the big space between the splash pad and the library. There's kind of a big lawn in there. So they're going to, or maybe I should say a pile of dead grass, because that's all anybody has anymore with all this drought. And by the way, remind everybody there's a burn ban.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
yes.
And don't water unless you have to.
Or they're saying at least water between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m.
Right.
Right, when it doesn't evaporate as bad.
when it doesn't evaporate as bad. And that's when there's not as much pressure on the water towers.
Right.
To please kind of help with that. But anyway, back to this. You bring lawn chairs and blankets. It's free. All ages are welcome. And this is the last of the police department's Summer of Safety thing. They've had a whole series of programs going on. I mentioned the Perseid Meteor Shower. That's going to be on Saturday, August 13th out at Lake Tawakoni State Park. And they're going to have people out there to help you know what to do and everything. And so I think that's really, really interesting.
I
and
did
exciting.
that once. I discovered it in Hawaii. James and I were there. And above the cloud line, they have an observatory before you get to the very top of Mauna Kea. And they had on a Sunday night that when we were there was all the amateur astronomers. And they had their telescopes and pointing at this or that, but we were above the cloud line so we could see, and we had amateur professionals, people that did this all the time.
Skilled.
Very skilled. They knew what they were looking for, and,
right.
and then all of a sudden, in the middle of while we were all out there, okay, it's time. The space station is going to fly by now, and there it went. But you could see it because we were away from city lights, we were above the clouds.
Speaking of that, and this is totally random, it's not on my newsletter, maybe it should be. There is something, there's a website that you can go to and sign up. It's called spotthestation.gov.
Yeah.
And I'm serious. I have it on my phone. And they will send you enter your zip code.
Right.
And they will send you, and you can tell them whether you want alerts for morning viewing or evening viewing.
Oh, wow.
And they will send you a text alert. If, for example, if it's going to be visible tonight, you'll get it in the morning.
Right.
And it'll tell you where to look in the sky, what time, how high above the horizon it will be, and how long it's visible. and it is, you can see it, it's the third brightest object in the sky.
Right.
And I actually one night emptied out a party and got them all onto the front lawn of the house. It was Kim Coker's house, and I hauled everybody outside, and we all stood out there, and it just went straight over.
And that's all it does. It just goes across. But it's fun to watch.
It's the third brightest object in the sky, and when it's going across, it's hauling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everything else is, even though you can't mix it up with a plane, because compared to the space station, the plane goes like this, and the space station moves, because it's got to get all the way across the horizon and all the way back around the Earth in an hour. It's absolutely astonishing, and it's wonderful to see. Spotthestation.gov.
Cool. Awesome.
That's a little aside for everybody.
I send us off on the, okay, well, now we're back.
I know.
Moving right along.
I have all kinds of random stuff.
Back to Greenville.
Yes.
And Hunt County. I'm guessing it's the
first
whole
days
county.
of school are starting soon.
Yeah, I was in the store, and I went, what do you mean we have notebooks? It's August.
August 17th.
Yep.
Is the first day of school.
Do we have school tools for schools?
Tools for School is this Saturday.
This Saturday.
The reason I didn't really mention it in my newsletter is if you're not registered
you had to have registered.
You had to have registered back at the beginning of the summer.
Right.
So they really, what they're going to do is if there are any left, I understand they're going to work with a couple of the community neighborhood organizations.
Because I know North Greenville has another one that's usually the week after Tools for Schools.
And that's where the tools, that's what they do is they'll work with that group up there.
Okay.
To get all of that done. And so that's part of why I didn't mention it, because again, I mentioned the registration way back.
So do you know, I just saw somebody on Facebook said, and now every backpack is discounted. So does Greenville have to have clear backpacks this year?
Yes, Greenville is requiring clear backpacks.
Is that going to be standard, you think?
Yes. Yes, Dallas is requiring it. Most of the states, many of the state schools are requiring the clear backpacks.
Because I know. They're on sale now. All the regular backpacks that everybody's stocked up on, the stores,
they're on sale now.
They're on sale because they don't need them. Nobody's going to buy them.
Nobody can buy them.
Exactly. Well, they could buy them, but there's no use for them, at least not for school.
In my newsletter, I have links to both of for the school calendars for Greenville ISD and for Greenville Christian School. So people can find both of those. That'll give you your annual list of holidays, testings, all of that kind of thing.
Teacher work days.
Right. Meet the Teacher Nights for GISD are coming up next week, and there's a whole series of those. I've got all the schedules for those in my newsletter, as well as links to all of the different new policies and all of that that are coming up. And there's a great page on the GISD website this year that just is kind of called Answer Your Questions.
Oh, wow.
And it's got everything from bus schedules. How do you sign up for buses? What are the new safety policies? School supply lists. Everything is all on one page, and you can go to that page, and it's got everything. And
helpful.
It's very, very helpful. I've got that. Something else they're doing, which is going to be Wednesday, August 10th, so a week from today, from 10 to 4 p.m., I'm real excited about this because I think I've never seen them do this before. They're having GHS College Boot Camp.
Oh, wow.
For all incoming seniors, the class of 2023, you can go to this. It's a free thing, but it's going to be a chance for you to work on college applications, learn about financial aid, talking about essays. You may even have some time to work on practicing writing some of those sort of things, learning about scholarships, and all of that kind of thing to help students before school starts get prepared for the college application project. I just think that's wonderful.
It is.
Really,
I wonder if that would help them figure out if they really want to go to college, because we talked about it a few weeks ago when Terry was here.
We did, right.
That the vocational education, the ag is teaching them when they graduate, they can be certified butchers. Which,
but in GISD, I think they graduated 12 or 13 students, because it was the first year, that all had their cosmetology licenses.
I was going to say, they just got their cosmetology.
There's a trend back toward the vocational programs.
Well,
and I think what GISD is doing is wonderful in all that.
College is so expensive.
Exactly.
I mean, my entire college cost is now like one semester.
Exactly.
And so,
exactly.
So the investment is huge,
right.
and if you any business does a return on investment. If I make this,
Right.
Invest this much, when do I get a return and
Right.
how fast?
Right.
And if
Exactly.
you're not going into something that makes a return, if you can get the education while you're still in public education, Greenville High School,
Exactly.
get what you can, because then you've got money as soon as you get out of school.
Absolutely.
It was
Exactly.
free to get it.
Smart.
Right. Well, you know, when they open up, they have a wonderful salon that's part of the cosmetology program where you can go
And let them practice on you?
And let them practice on you. And I did it last year, and I enjoyed so much meeting all of the students. And one of the ones I met had very clear plans to go on to college, but she was getting her license because, as she said, I can work at, you know, and go to college, and with luck, what I can earn from this will help pay for college.
Yeah. I mean, I waited
She had
tables
a
going
great
through.
plan.
Right.
It's-
Yeah,
I admire that, because
I
a
do
lot of
too.
people who don't have this big fund, trust
right.
fund, whatever, to be able to do it. And
Exactly.
you figure out a way to make your dreams happen.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Figure
Yeah.
out your dream. Okay, now how do I get there? Oh, I've got to do this, this, and this. And that's
Yeah.
exciting to me.
Exactly, I agree. All right, back moving on.
Henry, moving on.
Let's see, Wednesday, August 17th, the Parks and Recreation Department is holding a senior birthday party, summer edition. Because they have had so many summer activities in the Reese Davis Center, they have not had a lot of the senior programs, and one of the big ones that they've done is a lunchtime, a monthly birthday lunch, where all the seniors can come and they have cake and food and all that.
Seniors being people over a certain
55.
age.
Is it 55? What is a senior now?
I
don't know.
Well, 60 plus. Well, I do have it in here, 60 plus.
Oh,
I was going to say,
60
somebody told me
plus.
last week it had to be 6. When we had
60.
Parks and Recreation,
Right,
and I asked
right,
if I
yeah,
could go,
right.
and they said, well, of course not.
No,
And
because
I
you're-
said, but
yeah.
I'll be 60 in a couple months. And they, oh, well, then you can come.
Then you can come, right. Okay, so then you can hit your birthday party in your birthday month.
Yeah.
But this is June, July, and August.
Okay.
So if your birthday was in that month, you are invited to come, and it's free. They ask that you go online to the website and register, just so that they can have a head count for food and cake.
Which
Now that-
is
that-
Greenville, which is great. GreenvilleTX.fun. I love their website. It's so easy to remember. GreenvilleTX.fun. And you can go there, and and it's real easy to register and everything for there. Let's see, Vintage and Lace is having a couple of things coming up that are one that, they're trying to get us all in the mood for fall, and they're having an event called It's Fall, Y'all.
Which is hard when it's 100 degrees outside.
Yeah, I know, but at least, they're gonna have some fall decorations and things, and that'll be on Friday and Saturday, August 19th and 20th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you can come and do that.
Yeah, I heard somebody recently, saw on Facebook, they said, okay, you pumpkin spice girls, wait, I'm still drinking my margaritas.
I agree. It's too hot for any of that. Too hot for any of that. The Golden Oldies movie night at the museum. This is one of my very favorite things that they do.
Oh, I do.
every
I
month.
love the movie nights. I haven't been to them, but I love that they do the
I
movie
love the
nights.
old black and white.
And this one, this is on Saturday, August 20th, 5:30 p.m. And this one is called 1947 Western, called The Rustlers of Devil's Canyon.
Ah.
Now, the main reason I really love this and want to point it out is it's a movie with Red Ryder.
Oh, Red Ryder, Little Beaver.
Yes.
Oh,
Red Ryder.
man.
Yes.
I haven't. Oh, man. You betcha, Red Ryder.
I know, and of course, if you don't know Red Ryder other than any other thing from the Christmas Story and a Red Ryder BB gun.
Right, Red Ryder
But
BB
Red
gun.
Ryder,
And I have
Red
mine.
Ryder was a great movie hero.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And this museum is on the highway.
It
on
is.
I-30,
Yep, exactly, on I-30.
Frontage Road, on the...
It's the
between
best
the
kept
Division
secret.
Street exit and Moulton Street exit.
Okay.
Along there. I agree with you. I think it's one of the best kept secrets
It
in
is
Northeast
one of the
Texas,
best
and I
kept
love it.
secrets in all Northeast
And for
Texas.
the next few weeks, if you're interested, there is a remarkable exhibit of antique beaded purses.
Oh, how
That
fun.
is in the library. That happens to be about a fifth of the collection that belonged to my mother.
Wow.
And they're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Is the armadillo person there?
No, it's not, because I said beaded, and the armadillo purse has no beads. I know, but yes, I know. But mother had a purse made of a real live dead armadillo that she used to carry into the blue armadillo for
I love
fun.
it.
He loved it.
Real live
A real live dead armadillo.
Real live dead
Real
armadillo.
live dead.
Yeah, think about that. Yeah,
Okay,
real
yeah,
live,
live dead. Okay.
Yeah, real live dead armadillo. Yes, exactly. That's how somebody said one time, oh my gosh, that's a real live armadillo. No, it's a real live dead armadillo. So that's where that all came from. This is something also new that's coming up that the city is doing on Saturday, August 20th. If you don't want to go see the old movie, you can go see a less old movie because they're doing downtown date night, dinner and a movie, and they're recommending you come downtown, have dinner somewhere, and then get over to the GMA at 7 o'clock where they're showing Titanic.
Right. Is that free?
Yes.
The movie's free?
The movie is free. So come down, have
dinners are not free.
Dinners are not free. Movie is free. So, they're going to try that and see what happens with that. The Northeast Texas Children's Museum, which is in Commerce, which is another wonderful gem, particularly if you've got, small children. It's
awesome.
It's absolutely awesome. I've taken
awesome.
my grandkids over there a number of times and they love it. But on Monday, August 27th, they have one of their big fundraisers, which is play bridge. And every year they have a bunch of people that play bridge. It's called Frida May's Bridge Day, and her family puts this on as in memory of Frida May, and it benefits the museum, and they've been doing this for years. And then, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the big thing that's near and dear to my heart that's coming up this month.
It's coming up this month.
And August 25th, which is a Thursday evening at 5:30 p.m. What's all this about?
we being Friendly News, Friendly Radio, big part of that.
I know
Going
you
to be
are.
again.
Exactly. And I hope you're there that night.
Oh yeah.
It's the Bras for the Cause kickoff party.
Yes.
We have not revealed the theme for this year, which normally we do a little earlier because we've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Huh?
We have a big event.
We do, because it's really going to happen on that night. We are going to be revealing Tubby.
Yes, Tubby.
We have a delivery date, and she will be here.
Yeah.
I know.
It's a big delivery.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. We have the new mobile mammography coach will be unveiled that night for the public to see, to be able to go through and tour.
Yep.
This will be down at Landon Winery.
Okay.
It is going to be starting at 5:30, and people can come and tour. We'll probably have it there a little bit earlier than that, and people can come and tour the coach, which is named after our beloved Tubby Adkison, who was an extraordinary volunteer and who succumbed to cancer herself. And what a great person to honor with all of this. The coach is brand new, brand spanking new. The last one we had was used, and so we managed to get 10 years and thousands and thousands and thousands of miles on that thing. They kept it running beyond when it should have.
Right.
The brand new, this one has 3D mammography on it, which is the latest, and it's the latest and greatest of that. It also has a bone density scanner so that it can go out and scan for osteoporosis at the same time. Wow. Like the last coach, it will go to all 5 counties around Hunt County and offer scans. It'll have a very, very busy schedule where you can go in and you can make appointments right there in your community. When we got the old coach, only 33% of the women who were eligible for mammograms and should have been getting them were getting them in Hunt County at that time, which was a horrible number. Thanks to the coach, that number went to 66%.
Wow. And I've heard, Janine was somebody who helped start all this.
Right, she was the founder, Janine Cunningham.
She said that Greenville, and I don't know if she told me why, we have a higher incidence of cancer overall. Not that we were getting tested or not tested, it's just for some reason there's something about...
There have been things, I've never actually seen a written report that says we're a cancer hotspot, but there has certainly been enough information to imply that is true.
Right.
That
strangely enough.
One of the big things is the thought maybe from all the cotton days that there were probably a lot of chemicals and things that were in the soil for all of that, those sort of things. Who knows? It's hard to tell. Right. But anyway, the Bras for the Cause kickoff party, 5:30, August 25th. You can come and tour Tubby, the coach, and see that. And then we are going to reveal the theme for this year, which is going to be fun, announce the categories for competition, which we always have 10 different categories that people can use to enter their bra. explain all the rules. And of course, one of the big changes is the awards ceremony this year will be here.
It'll be my house.
In your house.
And we will also, this is also where we are going to be having all the bras brought to for bra submission over
Sort of here.
by your side.
It's part of my
your stage
complex,
door.
but-
We're telling everybody to come to the Texan stage door, and it's it's one of your rooms over there. You're being very kind, to let us do. The Bras for the Cause will take place on October the 13th. So you've got basically almost 2 months to get your bras created and the fun of all that. So, really, really excited about, what all of that's going to mean.
And that was the end of the month.
That's pretty much everything. I've got some other things coming up that are going to be in September listed in my newsletter. But yes, we have made it way.
Oh, she is here. She's in the theater.
Oh yes.
There was a legend blues man. His name was Bugs Henderson.
It's actually up there, Miley Henderson.
Yeah,
It's
awesome. His granddaughter is performing Friendly Live today at noon, and that's free.
Right, and that's free.
And the tea, but the tea is on.
Still
it's on
you.
Friendly.
On Friendly.
Not Tiffany.
Not Tiffany.
Not
It's
Tiffany.
on Friendly at lunch.
Right.
But it's free. You can have something to drink, cold to drink,
and a great
almost air conditioning. Only one of my units is working.
We've got redneck
air conditioners.
We got redneck air conditioners.
Right. And it's inside, and it's in the shade, and it's
It's
great
in the
music.
shade.
Well, it's great music.
We got to get out of here.
We made it. Yes.
Put, thank you so very much.
I always
a
love
pleasure.
being here. I do.
And Barbara, thank you. Thank you for letting us be in your house.
Thanks for letting me be part of the
It's fun having you as the co-host.
Yes. And we're coming back next week with Ctfm right here at the Texan Theater Lobby Studio. Y'all come back with us. But remember, today at noon, Miley Henderson in concert, right?
In concert.
We'll be back next week. Remember, keep it in your boot.